when things go bad in the race, you always want to plan for the worst and expect the best. So I was expecting that I wasn't gonna run like crazy well, but I was planning to not run crazy well, but I was expecting to run amazing. So I was planning for the worst, and then when the best happens, then well, you're pleasantly surprised by it. In the second lap. Yeah, I was coming down at the end of the second lap, and I stepped in the mud right there, and my shoe came off, and I didn't panic. I just kept running. I stayed to the plan. Am I draping this right? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this right. All right.
What were the obstacles like without the shoe? Obviously, now that you lose, you still have to go over the obstacles, 2 more times each. So what was that like?
Honestly, I didn't notice it too much. I felt like it was just weight off my feet. So the worst part of it is like the sand back there is a little bit rocky, and trying to stay on that with only one shoe is kind of difficult because it hurts when you step down on it. But I just tried to not focus about it, focus more on racing. If anything, kind of masked the pain, like I said earlier, masked the pain a little bit of like the running, like the cardiovascular pain of, all right, I got to stay in this, I got to stay focused on.
We'll come back. We got to do it before the race.
One hell of a race, bro. Thank you.
Tyler, as you were saying, ran those last 2 laps, 1-2.
Yeah.
What was the fight like when you saw the East Africans really take off there? What was going through your head, and like how were you trying to respond?
I was trying to stay patient, stay relaxed, to maintain my race plan. My race plan was kind of just go out in like mid-pack, like a little over 40th, like 30 something, and then work my way up as the race progresses, stay patient, try to stay relaxed. I knew the Africans were going to kind of pull away a little bit, so like just keep picking people off, and that's what I did.
And you ran your season unattached for Cal Poly. You're at Cal Poly, but you ran unattached this cross-country season.
Yeah,
Does that keep you fresh for this second half of the year?
Yeah.
What was the decision there, and talk to me about how it helped you?
I kind of had a hard time transitioning from high school to college. I'm so used to how high schools run and like doing all that stuff, and then going to college, like I had to focus a lot on the academic side to keep my grades up and stuff, and my coach didn't want to pull me out of a lot of school to go to these travel races and like across the country and stuff with the team and miss school time and miss lectures and stuff. So I think it kind of helped a bit because I got good grades in my first semester. Got a good start in college.
Jackson, first 8K, historic high school cross-country season from start to finish, broke so many records. What was it like to finish it on this stage and represent Team USA with as the second American?
It was really awesome just being able to be here, and I'm really glad for the opportunity and the learning experience. In my opinion, this was a learning race, and I'm really happy for it. This is one of my favorite. Like, this course was awesome. It was super cool to go through all the obstacles and stuff. It was just a fun experience overall, and I definitely remember it for the rest of my career.
What was the toughest part about the 8K distance? Obviously, it's a huge transition from 5 to 8K. What was the toughest part for you?
Probably the third lap was really hard. Because I wasn't thinking about when 5K was, because I wasn't really thinking about that, but it was weird going beyond the 5K distance for the first. Like, I've done long tempos. I thought I would be able to hold it pretty well, and I did. I held it. I think I held it. I really don't know, but I held it really pretty well in my opinion. And it was just crazy to push into more fatigue than I've ever done before. So it's cool.
Did Coach Schultz give you any advice?
He wanted me to go out in the top 15, which I don't know if I did that. I think I went out top 20. But yeah, in my opinion, I want to go out top 40. But I think I went out top around 20 something, and I was able to hold. I don't think I ever got passed during the, other than this guy. This guy was the only guy that passed me during the race. But yeah, that was. I think I was able to hold my position pretty well. So yeah.
And Tyler, respectively, what was your kind of goal going out? Like, where did you want to position yourself?
I kind of wanted to take it out a bit more conservatively. I knew the obstacles were going to drain me a lot towards the end. I wanted to go out kind of between 30th and 40th, kind of in that range, and I think I was out perfectly in that range. Went out right at the pace that I wanted to go out, was in the perfect position, and then just executed the race plan from there.
How did you lose your shoe?
I lost it in the mud on the second lap. I was coming around at the end of lap 2, and I stepped in the mud, and my shoe got untied in the water at the first lap. I stepped, and then the tracker came off, like the things on the shoes. They had to put these little things in the shoes. Both of those came off in the water because they got all wet and they got off in the water, and then it untied my right shoe when it came off, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I tried to keep it on, and I was able to keep it on through the mud on the first time, and then the second time around, I was just trying to keep my shoe on the whole time. I was about to mention to this guy, because I was working with this guy right there, hey, my shoe's untied. But
have you ever lost your shoe before a race, or is that the first time?
this is the second time. I lost it in the 1600 when I was in high school once at the very start of the race, and ran the full 1600 with only one shoe on. So
you said you didn't panic today. Was it because you sort of had gone through this before, or you just were very composed boys?
what my coach told me to do is expect like a good result, or I said the best, but not really the best. Expect a good result, but plan for the worst. Like mentally be prepared, envision the race before going like bad, but you want to stay calm in that. You want to be prepared for that. You want to be prepared. Things aren't going to go your way. Things are going to go wrong in the race. But you want to stay mentally prepared for that. You want to be ready for that. So when that happens, you don't panic.
Think about putting it back on?
What?
Think about putting it back on?
Well, when I'm running, no. When I'm in the middle of running,
Buried in the mud, like
I don't know. I didn't look
I
back.
didn't see it. Yeah.
So you lost the shoe. The shoe was no.
Shoe, I was running and I stepped and it was gone, and I felt like there was no shoe on, and then I looked down and I'm like, oh, my shoe's gone.
Did you ever see it on any of the ensuing laps, or did they like take it off?
They took it off the course. I don't know when they did, but because I was running, but when I came around the next time, I didn't see it. So
How hard was it?
it might have still been there, but I was so focused on the, like, I think it was an Australian guy in front of me. I was so focused on him and just kind of turned my brain off and sticking with him that I wasn't even focused on it.
You had to run on some gravel then with your bare foot. How was that?
That hurt a bit. I stepped on it and it punctured the bottom of my thing right here. That's why I have a band-aid on right there, because one of the gravel things punctured my foot or my toe, and that was hurting a bit. I had to run the whole race with that pretty much. It feels like enough with that.
Jackson. Oh, sorry.
But it was fine. It kind of hurt a bit. If anything, it masked the pain. I told him in the other interview. If anything, it masked the pain of the running, the cardiovascular aspect of it, because I was more focused on that, the adrenaline of it. I didn't notice it until I was done. So
Jackson, did you notice the shoe come off? Or?
I saw the shoe on the course. The second lap, I saw it on the mud, and I was like, I don't know whose shoe that is. I hope it's not one of ours. It's his. So.
What's your plan 2026? Are you running for Cal Poly indoor outdoor?
I'm doing outdoor track. I don't know if I'm redshirting or not. I'm probably redshirting. But after this race, I honestly don't know. I've got my stuff down. I'm adjusted to college. I just ran a crazy race right here. So Cal Poly's probably like, do we redshirt him? But I got big goals.
Talk about running in front of the hometown crowd, people chanting USA. You guys were together as a pack. What was that like for you?
It was fun. I mean, I felt a sense everyone was cheering for us, and it was super cool just hearing all the cheering and hearing all the applause and all the amazing things out there. I didn't hear a single negative thing while I was out there, which is super cool.
It was electric. Oh my God, all the people chanting USA, it made me want to go faster and faster and faster. It pushed me on through the race. It was amazing. It was the best experience ever. It was something that I've dreamed about since I was 8 years old, and I started doing cross. I went out here to Tallahassee for the Junior Olympic Nationals when I was 10 years old, and I got 70 something in that race. And the guy, Daniel, he was on the team. He won that race, but I looked up to him and I was like, wow, I want to run with him in the future. And then before the race, I was like, I'm here, I made it. I'm at the USA's. I wanted to do this since I was a little kid, and hearing the people chant USA, it felt amazing. It was too forward.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Was that AI?